Canada announces it will donate 200 armored vehicles and other military equipment to Ukraine. This is the Great White North Report. I'm in love with the system. Never going home. I'm in love. All right, this is all part of the $500 million package to Ukraine military aid that Trudeau announced last fall. And Canada is donating 200 Canadian-made armored personnel carriers to Ukraine, Defense Minister Anita Anand announced on Wednesday while visiting Kiev. And she's glad to confirm our next package of military aid. The vehicles offer state-of-the-art, best-in-class technology, and weapons can easily be mounted on them. These vehicles also allow for the safe transportation of personnel and equipment. Arnand said the Senator APCs are being purchased from Rochelle, a Canadian company based in Mississauga, at a cost of $90 million. So this goes with the 8 commercial patterned armored vehicles and Senator APCs purchased from Rochelle to Ukraine last May. So what does this thing look like? That's what it looks like. Looks like an SUV. See roaming around the streets every so often. Looks pretty durable. If it's anything like, and it's built with composite materials, just like the Lav 3s, 4s that they make over in General Dynamic. So I can see that off-road vehicles. And it appears the Ukrainian troops appreciate their maneuverability and their adaptability. Yeah, I can see that those things would be really quick, off-road, easier to hide, and definitely easier to maintain. Now, last week it was announced that Canada was going to purchase a U.S. missile defense system for Ukraine. This news came during the NAFTA Leaders Summit in Mexico City. So which one are they going to purchase? They're going to purchase a National Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile System for Ukraine to help strengthen Ukraine's air defense system against destructive air attacks on military sites, civilian, critical infrastructure, and population centers. It'll cost about $406 million and come from $500 million in aid to Ukraine. So already we're spending $406 million on an air defense system, and then another $90 million on these 200 armored vehicles to Ukraine. I don't mind doing this for Ukraine. The Ukrainians didn't deserve to get invaded by Russia, and it keeps Russians busy. Keeps them from doing any other stupidity in the world, I guess. But at the same time, I can't help thinking, why can't we put this money into our own military as well and get things that we need? We definitely need a missile defense system in Canada ourselves. Because let's face it, the Canadian military is still standing around waiting for equipment they planned to buy 12 years ago. Meaning under the Harper's government. Like some of the things we were planning to buy in 2010, ground-based air defense, modern anti-tank systems, and long-range artillery are things that we desperately need, but we haven't got around to buying. And here we are, we're going to buy a ground-based air defense system for the Ukrainians, but we don't have one ourselves. Go figure. Our own Canadian troops in Latvia staring across the border at Russia will have to make do or rely on allies if it came to push. So our own armed forces don't have anything, but we expect to give to Ukraine. So again, I don't mind doing this for Ukraine, but at the same time, we should also be doing it for ourselves. Like, we have lots of armored vehicles. That's something we definitely have a surplus of, because we have a lot of companies here in Ontario that make that stuff. General Dynamic being one of the bigger ones, and Rochelle. But at the same time, we should have our own missile defense system for our own troops and for our own country. Like the NORAD line is definitely in need of repair, and we definitely need something up there. We just bought the F-35s, something that should have been done like 10 years ago. And we should already have these planes in the sky, but because Trudeau canceled that contract when he got elected in 2016, we're still waiting for new fighters. I don't see the war in Ukraine ending anytime soon because Putin will not admit defeat. He cannot. His pride and his prestige won't allow him to admit defeat and pull out and make peace. And the Ukrainians on their part have been pretty good about not hitting civilian targets, not striking back that way. So kudos to the Ukrainians. I'm for Ukraine in this fight. Russia had no business invading, and if we can help them out in any way, so be it. But at the same time, we really do need to add this stuff to our own military. Anyway, any Canadians out there, let me know. Is it a good thing to donate military equipment to Ukraine and to buy? Should we get our own? On top of that, leave comments in the comment section. And until next time, this has been the Great White North Report. I'm in love.